Welcome to The Exchange, I'm Guy Schoen, and as you can see on this episode, I'm out of the studio high above the city of Doha, a place with one of the fastest growing hotel and hospitality sectors in the world. Coming up on the show, Qatar rolls out the red carpet for more than 1 million visitors for the FIFA World Cup and is aiming to host 6 million a year by 2030. Plus, we speak to the boss of one of the biggest hotel groups in the world. Accor Group CEO Sebastian Bazin shares his vision for the sector. The hospitality sector here in Qatar has seen huge growth in recent years. The $220 billion spent on infrastructure since the successful World Cup bid of 2010 has helped create a massive boost for the sector. Hotels have also been helped by the country's geographic location. According to the latest government figures, 80% of the world's population is within a 6-hour flight of Qatar. It bodes well for the future as Qatar is hoping to welcome 6 million visitors a year by 2030 to attractions like here in the city of Lusail. Over 150 new hotels have been built for the FIFA World Cup, and all these offerings are expecting to be welcoming tourists for years to come. Well, one of those new hotels is the Pullman Doha West Bay here behind me, owned by the French multinational group Accor. It opened in August with 460 rooms and suites ready to welcome guests. Well, the hospitality industry has seen a strong rebound of demand back to pre-pandemic levels, and Accor is keen to capitalise on that. Well, I caught up with their group CEO, Sebastian Bazin, and asked him how he plans to do that.
Accor is opening 1 hotel per day on this planet, and I want to continue to do so. So expand and control density market share. Accor is the largest hotel company aside from America and China. And I want Accor to remain the #1 outside of China and America. So it's a bit between being disciplined, caretaking for the person working for Accor, make sure you have the right brands, and make sure you're going to be preparing yourself for maybe some difficult time.
Going for growth while adapting to challenges and changing trends, that was the CEO of Accor Group. Well, another hotel in Qatar welcoming some very important guests this month is the Ritz-Carlton Doha. The luxury hotel and its 374 rooms and suites have been welcoming people to the country for over 20 years. But what does it take to run such a prestigious hotel? Our reporter Laila Hamira finds out.
We've been given special access to see what it's like inside an award-winning luxurious hotel and find out what it takes to make VIPs feel at home. Let's go take a look. As far as first impression goes, the Ritz-Carlton Doha knows how to make a strong and lasting one. A team of dedicated hoteliers and service staff run the hotel like a well-oiled machine. But there's nothing robotic about its hospitality. They're led by General Manager Carlo Giavacchia, whose secret to award-winning hospitality is simple, but one that goes beyond just the extra mile.
It's all about this human touch. It's all about the personalities, creating the vibe, being welcoming, and this should be something natural. With our brand, it's not all about transaction. We look into creating the real relationship where the guests can feel that they have someone from the moment they check in until the moment they check out. There is always someone that they can raise their concerns, they can ask for assistance, and they feel comfortable.
The COVID-19 pandemic shed more than $130 billion of revenues from the global hospitality sector. But since then, demand at the Ritz has been more robust than ever. And beyond the FIFA World Cup, Carlo and his team are anticipating even busier days.
We are very optimistic for all the upcoming events that we will be hosting as a country, and definitely our hotel is one of the main preferred hotels.
So, after a tricky time right across the sector, whether it's a tropical-themed swimming pool, a relaxing spa, or just a warm welcome, hotel bosses all over the world know that the business and the art of making people happy has never been more important.
When Qatar won the World Cup bid in 2010, most of where I'm standing here in the city of Lusail wasn't yet built. Now it's home to luxury hotels, a 1 million square metre shopping mall, the Formula One racetrack, and the stadium that will host the World Cup final. I spoke to Dr. Jeremias Kettner, Senior Advisor at Instrat, a Qatar-based independent research and advisory platform. And I asked him about the tourism sector and what it will look like in years to come. Here's what he had to say.
Yeah, we should not forget that the World Cup is only one point in the long history of Qatar as a hub for sports mega events, all kinds of cultural activities, all making it an attractive tourist destination today. The development of Qatar follows its strategy to position itself as a cultural hub and tourist destination. Due to the Economic Intelligence Unit, Qatar's economy will grow by 5.5% in 2022. That's remarkable with dwindling numbers elsewhere in the world. A German newspaper just recently wrote on the occasion of the visit of our Chancellor Scholz to Doha, whoever ignores Qatar will lose. And I think they might be right with their analysis.
Dr. Kettner there with a pretty rosy economic forecast. Now it's time for our regular feature, Business in 60 Seconds. Start the clock. Eurostat releases its consumer confidence data for the month of November. High energy prices have driven inflation in Europe to double digits. That's been causing a decline in consumer confidence as more households become increasingly concerned about their financial situations over the winter months and into the new year. The energy crunch across Europe is impacting Germany's economic activity. The country reports its final GDP figures for the third quarter. Germany lowered its growth forecast for the year to 1.5% from 2.7% and is anticipating a contraction in the economy from next year. And Target releases its third quarter results. The US retail giant has been clearing excess inventory in the lead up to the holiday season. That's caused a decline in its profit, but Target is maintaining its outlook for the rest of the year, hoping the busy festive season will be reflected in its figures. So after tough times, optimism is back in the hotel sector once again. Growth is happening, companies are busy. Now, economic uncertainty does lie ahead, but this is a resilient sector, staffed with people committed to solving problems with energy, innovation and ambition. Well, that's all we have time for on this special edition of the show here from the JW Marriott in Doha. Thanks for watching. Please do check out euronews.com for all your latest business news and join us again next time on The Exchange.